I'm often asked, what is the best way to discover what my purpose in life really is? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we're going to try to answer that question right here on CITAM Church Online. My name is Reverend Kwame Rubadiri, and please join me in a few moments. What does it take to discover your purpose in life? And do you have to be a certain age? Do you have to have a certain level of education? What helps you to find out exactly what you were born to do? Well, the late Dr. Miles Monroe once said that in order to discover, find out, know what your purpose really is in this life, find out what you're, number one, passionate about, and number two, what makes you angry. What's the kind of thing that you feel, I wish I could do something about that. I wish they could do something about that. And many times the they that you're thinking about is you. God is thinking that this is something that you would have the capacity and the ability to do, of course, with His help. Well, purpose is something that is so important for us to discover, because it will not only impact our lives, it will impact the lives of very many others. In Genesis chapter 50, from verse 19 or so, chapter 50 is the last chapter of the book of Genesis. And if you're a good student of the Bible, you know that this is the chapter where Joseph's brothers have buried their father Jacob, and they've returned to Egypt, where Joseph is large and in charge. He's basically the prime minister of the entire kingdom. Now, there's a huge backstory as to how he got into that place, but his brothers are concerned that their well-being, in the absence of their father, now in the hands of Joseph, is in question. So they ask Joseph to forgive them. He's already forgiven them, but they say something quite interesting to him. And Joseph's response to them is what helps us discover what he knew was his purpose. Verse 19 of chapter 50. Joseph said to them, "Do not be afraid. Am I in the place of God? You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." Now, if you know the story of Joseph, you know that his brothers really had it in for him. They wanted to take his life even as he was a teenager. They almost succeeded, but by the intervention of one of his brothers, they decided not to kill him, but to sell him off into slavery, and thought that would deal with him and he would be taken from their midst forever. But that was part of God's intention. Their intention was to destroy this young life and to remove him from the memory of the family. But God knew that step by step he was preparing Joseph to be part of the great salvation process that would bring healing and help in a great time of famine to more than just the nation or the kingdom of Egypt, but to nations all around the region at that time. Joseph knew that the purpose of his brothers did not succeed because the purpose of God superseded it. What God wanted to do, which was for the good of all those people, was indeed what was going to take place. It was going to become the forefront purpose of what was going to happen in Joseph's life. So you never know that God is allowing you to go through various difficulties, go through various tests, go through various trials, so that your character may be formed and you'll be ready and in the right place and the right character for when you reach the point where your purpose must be fulfilled. God's purpose was to use Joseph to bring about the salvation of his family, to bring about the salvation of the nation of Egypt, and even the nation of Israel itself. That was a huge purpose, and God revealed it to Joseph bit by bit as he went through all of these amazing trials. So whatever it is you're going through, God may be using those experiences to prepare you for what your purpose in this life may be. And I believe that so many of us are going to discover very, very clearly exactly what your purpose is through this time of disruption and the pandemic, all the questions, all the pressures, all the issues that have affected our lives. It is my prayer that as you discover that purpose, you will fulfill it even more effectively than Joseph ever did. If this message has been a blessing to you, please subscribe to this channel so that you can receive God's blessings, God's word on a regular basis right here from CITAM Church Online. If you hit the notification button, then you will receive a message just like this one every single day, Monday to Monday. And God, I'm sure, will use that word to bless your life. So please subscribe, please like, and please hit the notification bell. My name is Reverend Kwame Rubadiri. You're more than welcome to be a part of CITAM Church Online every single day of the week. God bless you.